Hey guys, Pop here. So tonight we're gonna do, since it's Christmas Eve, I'm not gonna do a song. I'm gonna do "Twas the Night Before Christmas," the poem, the legendary poem that was created years ago, and I'm gonna read the poem to you. Twas the night before Christmas, went all through the house. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung, a chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her keeve, and me in my cap, I just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there was such a clatter, I sprung from my bed to see what was the matter. Always to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw open the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the lure of midday objects below, when what to my wonder I should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With the little old diver, a little lively quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, curses they came, they whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, on the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up on the housetop, the coursers they blew, with the sleigh full of toys, St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkle I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew to my hand and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came abound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes how they twinkled, and his dimples were how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose was like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was white as the snow. And the stump of the pipe he held in his teeth, and he smoked it and cringed his head in a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook like a bowl full of jelly. He was a chubby and plump, a night roll old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me net to know nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to work, in a little filled all stockings. Then he turned with a jerk, and lying with his finger aside by his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to the sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they flew down through the thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Hope that poem was good for you guys. Sorry, no song tonight. I didn't do the karaoke or anything, but we all need to think about the reason for the season. It's not all about the toys and the gifts. It's about the one thing that was given to us, and that one thing was baby Jesus. Whether we're rich or we're poor, whether you can spend millions at the casino, whether you are a high roller or a low roller, we're all here to mingle. I hope every one of y'all has a great and wonderful Christmas, and I'll do a Christmas song for Christmas Day. It'll be one that'll blow your mind. I think I might have done it on some of my karaoke sessions on Facebook Live. When I do my Facebook Lives on Thursdays, I used to do karaoke on Facebook. But I hope you all understand that it's not all about the casinos. It's not all about the gifts. It's not all about what we spend on each other. It's about the main gift of the one and only, the reason for the season. The one that gave his life for every one of us to be able to be here today and be sin free when you're saved, baptized, whatever your nature of faith is. Not everyone sees things the same way as everyone else. But I just want y'all all to know that Pop and Any Slots loves each and every one of y'all. We hope to grow with each and every one of the smaller channels. And whether we're big or not, we all grow together. Y'all keep that in mind and remember, it takes all of us to be one. We all bleed the same. No matter your color, race, or religion, we are one nation in the United States. We all bleed red. Keep that in mind and remember, we all bleed the same color. No matter what, we're all in this together. This is a time for cheer and happiness, whether you can spend millions on your kids, thousands, hundreds, or just have to simply buy them a toy from the Dollar Tree. They're grateful for everything they get and never hold that for accountable. Always remember, family comes first no matter what. And that's why I've done these little poems and sing-alongs and stuff with you guys at night. Is because it's not all about the casinos. We all have real lives too. We've all been through Harmony this year. I've had 2 major surgeries this year. People's had problems. 420 Unscripted is my shout out channel tonight. He's had health issues throughout the year. I've seen a lot of people posting they've had COVID, they've had the flu, they've gotten over the flu. A channel named Mike and April do cool stuff. Mike had the flu earlier this month, just right after they did a live at a casino here in Oklahoma. I just want you all to know whether you're big or small, whether you're the big jackpot, NG slots, the big payback, Brian Christopher, eventually we may all get that way someday. Smaller channels like Ninny and Pop Slots, Man vs. Slots, Chris and Lou, the Yoshis, Aaron Slot Channel, the Casanova Slots, Jackpot Joe Slots. We may not have the following of some of the other guys, but eventually we all get that way. Cash or Crash, y'all have seen him, I'm sure, if y'all watched any of his lives. He has numerous channels on YouTube. Sin City Chris, the other me, Mark. Whether or not I watch you guys on my phone, I usually type to you guys on my phone, but I'm normally watching you guys on my big screen TV, because I can see it better, but I type to you on my phone. But keep in mind and remember, we're all here together. James Spencer Cash Out says it the best. Let's grow together. Big Daddy, Keno, Jackpot, Quick Handy Slots, every one that I follow, FNS Slots. Maybe we may not be major channels at the time. We may be between 100 to 3,000. JJ Slot Channel, the Gallivanters, Oklahoma Casino Reviews. We're all in this together, guys. And we may not be as big as some of the bigger channels, But I certainly can't afford to spend $1,000 to spend. I mean, y'all done seen some in any stuff. We usually bet $1, $2 to spend. We're just not that kind of channel. And I see a lot of y'all that y'all play that. Y'all aren't that kind of channel either. The Yoshis especially. The Yoshis has proven that you do not have to bet big to win big. I've literally sat here and watched people hit on YouTube $4,000 or $5,000 betting 50 or 60 cents. Um, I mean, Barbara playing slots. She's started getting to where she's going loud. Love Struck gambling. I mean, there's just tons of names out there that uh, I watch, and it's not always the big ones I watch. I rarely watch the big channels anymore. I enjoy watching the small channels. But you guys take this poem to heart tonight. It's a poem that you should read to your kids on Christmas Eve. I always read it to my kids on Christmas Eve when they were little. Now they're all grown except one. He's 17. We don't do the Christmas tree this year. That was his decision. He said the lights being outside was enough. I was actually getting text messages from people in town that asking me, hey man, you always decorate for Halloween and the holidays. How come you're not got your house decorated? So my wife and my father-in-law went out there and decorated the house for Christmas, because I can't physically do it no more. Sometimes I'm strapped to my mobility chair. Sometimes I'm strapped to I can walk around the house and stuff a little bit on my walker. I normally do most of my videos from right here in my recliner that my wife got me. It's all total electric. I don't have to use any leg power or anything. But I'm getting better day by day. And after Christmas, we'll start gambling for you guys again. But we gotta let the holidays pass because, we have grandbabies now. We have 2 grandchildren. One's 2 and one's almost 10 months. It's just a time for family, a time for us to be together. We probably won't be able to see the grandkids this year, because they have their own lives, with mom and dads, and actually one lives 600 miles from us. He lives in the He lives in the state of Iowa, so he's 642 miles from us. So we're not going to be able to see him for Christmas. And then Stacy is Stacia's slot channel. She's a good one to watch too. There's just lots of good channels out there to watch, guys. And if I forget anyone on here, I apologize. Bradley Jones, best moderator in the business, guys. Straight up. I can't give him props enough for being the good moderator he is. James Crumpler, you've been a big support of my channel. Kudos to you, brother. Rose S. Slots. We have a big following on Facebook. We have over 1,000 subscribers on Facebook. Have a little over 120 or so on YouTube. We look to grow with every one of y'all. Short stack slots. I hope everything's going good with you. I haven't seen any of your lives here lately. There's been a few videos that I've been watching that you haven't come in very much that you used to. And I know she's had some family problems in the last month or so. Hope everything's going good with her. But I do try to watch every one of y'all. And if I don't watch y'all live, I do rewatch the Slot Lizards. I watch them. Slot Savvy PK, Pamela, you're a great channel. Slot Nista, hey man, you got powerful words to say to everybody. I know I'm doing a lot of channel shout outs, but they deserve it. They all deserve it. They all deserve everything. You guys make sure you share this to everybody. I follow a lot of people. I rarely watch anything else on TV but slots on YouTube. And Nanny kind of gives me a hard time about it. But I'm a big sports fan, so usually if there's a football game on or baseball or basketball, I'm usually watching it. Especially the NFL. I'm a big Denver Bronco fan. But you guys have a wonderful Christmas. And my song tomorrow night is going to be a very powerful song since it is Christmas Day. But we love each and every one of you from Pop Poppin' Any Slots. And our slogan will always be, you cannot win if you do not spin. You guys have a great night. And I hope y'all all have a Merry Christmas. Thank you.